you know, to be where I was seeing like a little shadow running across in my living room,
Yeah.
you know, more often than I should have been. I should have been seeing it all.
Yeah.
But at that moment, that night, that's when I knew Harriet. I believed at that point I knew what was going on.
Well, the lady and I were still standing here, and then, I mean, it was just almost immediately after they went in that room, this dark, looked like a man came running from that room and ran over there, and at that time that was not blocked off, and then disappeared. And I was like, "Did you see that?" And she said, "Yes, I did."
And we got a call, and we came out, and this door here was locked, but the front door was not. And Harriet sits close to the front door. So the police responded, they do to every alarm, and there was nothing here. There was nobody inside. We got to looking at the video, and you could see the door open and the door close, and that was it.
Daddy.
Alabama is full of ghost stories.
Tales guaranteed to keep you awake at night.
But are these stories based on fact?
Or a result of imagination?
Will we find proof of the afterlife? It may get spooky in here.
Nestled in Sylacauga is the Isabel Anderson Comer Museum and Art Center. The museum holds several artifacts that showcase the history of Sylacauga, all the way from being the birthplace of Jim Neighbors to the impressive collection of marble, giving it the name Marble City. Even down to the first meteorite to actually fall from the sky and hit someone. Elizabeth Hodges back in November 30th, 1954. Sylacauga itself is a land steeped in history, most of which is collected at the Comer Museum. All of this is on display for patrons to view and enjoy. But of course, with so many relics from the past, one can't help but wonder if whether those who own those items are still attached to them or not. We had reached out to the executive director of the Comer Museum, Judy Green, after reading reports of paranormal activity that were taking place there. After securing a date for our adventure, we hit the road, heading to the Marble City, eager to learn about the museum as well as its potential spiritual occupants. Jonathan was quick to make sure the microphone was working.
Is it on? Is it on? Is it on?
So tonight we're going to be investigating the Comer Museum, and I'm here with Judy Green, and you are the
Executive director.
She's the executive director of the Comer Museum. She's been nice enough to let us come out and investigate here tonight. There's a lot of claims, including Harriet the doll here, and I just had a few questions kind of concerning the museum. Has it always been a museum?
No, it was a library to begin with. It was opened in 1939 as a library, And then in 1982 became a museum when the library closed up and moved down the street.
And, there's all kind of different artifacts and things on display here. Are all those relative to Sylacauga, or you just kind of have a little bit of everything all in one place?
Just about everything that's here is related to Sylacauga. The history of Talladega County, archaeology, marble, Avondale, it's all our treasures in the city.
Yeah, that's one thing I've been noticing a lot of is the marble work in here.
Yes, yes.
And you mentioned earlier, what was it, the castle of?
It was called the Marble Castle.
Castle.
So the Marble Castle was built as a gas station. When they decided to build the Marble Castle, of course they wanted it marble. Well, back in the day, during the war, the marble companies were making headstones for the veterans, and they had to be perfect. So one little chip made it imperfect, and they would toss that headstone aside or a footstone aside. And so they had these big piles of headstones and footstones and didn't know what to do with them. So they decided, well, hey, we're going to build a gas station called the Marble Castle, and that's what it was made of. It's since gone. It's no longer around.
Yeah.
I believe in 1970 is when it was taken down. The first floor was taken down first, and then the bottom floor. But it was a novelty. People came all over to see the marble gas station or the Marble Castle.
Amongst all the artifacts in the museum, visitors can see vintage toys, a recreation of an early pioneer cabin, and several Native American artifacts. In this room alone, people have claimed to hear tribal drums as well as Native American chanting. While we were filming Judy's interview, Jonathan was hard at work, filming several different B-rolls downstairs.
B-rolls right now, but I'm going to do a little walk through that. Interesting. I'm going to do a little walk through those. Their little cabin room. We've got a very nice little cabin room. Hey, me. Hey, me. Oh, if there's any ghosts, pop up in the mirror and get behind me so I can see you. Because that's what happens. Ghost stuff. See? You're in the mirror, popping up behind. Anyways. Oh. Hello, ladies.
We met up with Yebby Copeland near the cabin in the museum, so she could share one of her paranormal experiences with us. So, where were you at when you had the experience?
I was standing up here.
That right there?
Yeah, they were doing the paranormal investigation.
Yeah.
And so I was helping with it just to kind of make, because it was real dark down here, and making sure nobody failed or anything.
Yeah.
And so there was another lady that was with me. My husband, Joe, was upstairs because they had the cameras all over the museum. Yeah. And he was watching on the monitor, and he was up there with one of the investigators. And so Harriet was over here at that time, just sitting on display. And a lot of these other dolls were out over here in different displays. So they had come in and used their flashlights to try to elicit some responses. And when they were talking to Harriet, initially, the flashlights went off maybe a couple of times. Yeah. And then they asked something about is there a spirit in the cabin? And she flashed. Yeah. So the group moved into the cabin area. And they stayed in there for a little while, and I was out here. We were just out here, and there was like a different energy. Yeah. Okay, I just kept feeling something. And that's the only way I know how to explain it. And then later on, Joe told me that he was like watching my face and never had seen that kind of expression. So I feel like there was some energy here. I just didn't know what was going on. Then Harriet's flashlights started flashing, just really, really fast. Yeah. And so I finally got the attention of the group to come back. So they came back and they tried again, you know, to elicit some responses, and I don't remember what all they said because there was conversation going on. And then they did that, and they moved into this room over here, took the group over there to the art room. Well, the lady and I were still standing here, and then, I mean, it was just almost immediately after they went in that room, this dark, looked like a man, came running from that room and ran over there, and at that time that was not blocked off, and then disappeared. And I was like, "Did you see that?" And she said, "Yes, I did." And so frightened me at that point, you know, because it was something dark and something large. So we had a second night, and there were some things that happened upstairs as far as like pushing and some communication upstairs in the military room. And so I was pushed, and then the temperature changed.
Yeah.
It was cool. And my husband was pushed, and then some other people were in the room, and some people got pinched, some people got pushed, some people left.
Yeah.
And so we had that where I was, you know, monitoring. But then later on, Kim, the girl that was directing the investigation here, wanted to come back a couple of weeks or so later to see if they couldn't contact the entity that was down here, the large one that I saw, and asked me to come back and sit in. And so we did have, they did get capture some sounds and conversation, but honestly, I couldn't focus on it because my head was hurting so bad. It was like my head was going to explode.
Yeah.
So that's when I excused myself and left. And then I found out later that the theory was the man that we saw was a man who had donated a lot of things here to the museum, who had actually killed himself, shot himself in the head.
While editing this video and overlaying clips, I noticed something strange caught on the audio of Sean's camera that wasn't caught on mine. As Yebby was talking to us about people experiencing things in the Native American section, there was some sort of strange whispering near Sean's camera, or possibly even chanting.
And then we moved upstairs to the Indian room. And I know that they had some hits up there with some of the some responses, and there was like some conversation about that was an Indian language. I remember that night nobody could understand exactly what was being said. And so I was standing there again at the door, you know, and I saw something come from down here, these stairs.
Turns out, several people have had paranormal experiences at the Comer for years, including Judy, who before starting work at the museum considered herself a skeptic. Working here, you know, did this place kind of have a reputation of, oh, that place is haunted, or is that something you kind of found out after you started working here?
No, you always knew that there was something going on. I mean, it's an old building. The floors creak, they're library floors. You know, the building is sometimes a little hollow, but you always hear every single sound in it. So you always thought, you know, is there somebody else walking? Is there somebody else here? And, but, I mean, it never bothered me. But I'd be sitting in my office after I started, and the lady I worked with, Linda, all of a sudden I go, who's here? And she's like, nobody. Okay, well, I hear footsteps. So there's always been little creaks and footsteps and things that go on, and sometimes just different feelings. I would tell everybody I don't believe in it, and I was sitting at my desk a couple of months ago, and I jumped up because something grabbed my leg. And the girl I was working with, Sheila, she's the assistant director, and she's like, okay, I'm gone. And so she got up and she went outside. But I work with two other ladies, Sheila and Angie, and they don't like to be here by themselves. They don't like to be here alone. They hear a lot of different things that go on. And they're very respectful of Harriet. So when they talk about her or introduce her, they try not to get too close. If somebody's really wanting to get to know her, I come out and visit with them and with her. But there's definitely things here. You can feel them.
Oh yeah, we started feeling things kind of as soon as we walked in. Shauna mentioned he felt like something touched the back of his neck. We went downstairs and it was like a change of pressure, I guess you could say. But man, like I said earlier, I have no clue where Jonathan is. He might be possessed down there somewhere. So, but just this place is awesome. I love it here, and just seeing all of these artifacts. I mean, it's really cool. You guys need to come out and check this place out. I was talking to Sean when we first got in, and I'm not sure who he had talked to about it, but he said that one night the alarm started going off, and what was it, some footage of the front door opening and closing on its own?
Yes. So on a Saturday, when Angie had left, we're open from 10 to 2 on Saturdays, and she had left, and about 5 or 6 o'clock, the alarm went off. And we got a call, and we came out, and this door here was locked, but the front door was not. And Harriet sits close to the front door. So the police responded, they do to every alarm, and there was nothing here. There was nobody inside. We got to looking at the video, and you could see the door open and the door close, and that was it. So we went ahead and locked up and went on home and left the evening curator on duty.
Well, Harriet hasn't failed to have an official job and title. She's like, I've been smoking the same cigarette for like 40 years.
Harriet the doll was made in New York sometime in the 1930s, ultimately finding her way to the Comer Museum. Apparently, once she arrived, that's when reports of paranormal activity in the museum began to spike, including people being pushed, doors opening, and even the elevator refusing to open.
So back about 2 months ago, we were in the elevator, and it got to the basement, and it sat there, and it didn't open.
Oh. I bet that was...
I was stuck for 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. I thought for a second.
I know, right?
Here we go again.
Harriet's presence was felt by us as soon as we laid eyes on her, but Eddie Myers, a regular at the museum, had one of the creepiest experiences with Harriet, including feeling as though the spirit attached to her followed him home.
My name is Eddie Myers, and I came to see Harriet and the Southern Ghost Girls. I wasn't really into the haunted dolls, but I thought I might get a ticket and come on out and see. So I bought a ticket. I came out to see Harriet, and I kind of stayed back all night. I didn't really get close to Harriet till the very end of the night. I said, well, I'm going to get a photo before I leave.
Yeah.
So I got a photo. I left. Everything seemed fine. I got to the house. I was trying to process what all had happened that night. It was like the next night I was up late watching TV, and I saw something out of the corner of my eye, like in my living room. And I said, what was that? So I kind of just, brushed it off, didn't really think nothing about it until it happened again.
Yeah.
So I went on this, and this went on for several months. So I had a friend at work, and I was telling him about it, and he suggested that we go on an investigation out to a cemetery in the Talladega National Forest. And I was like, well, you know, I said, I got a lot going on right now, you know. I didn't know if I really wanted to do that. So I decided I would go ahead and go. So it was that night we went out to the Cold Cemetery, and it was him and his wife and his 3 children, and we were just out, you know, doing a little investigation through the cemetery, no big deal, you know. And his wife, you know, she had like the spirit talker going, and she was going from grave to grave and asking who's here, what's your name, stuff like that. And well, me and her husband, we kind of walked to the back of the cemetery and let them, you know, just run around and do their thing. And well, all of a sudden, his wife says, hey, who's Harriet? And our reaction was like, you know, we just looked at each other like, what? But the thing was that she didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
And just me and my friend Joe had been talking about it at work. And so that's kind of how, at that moment, I kind of knew what was going on in my house. And because it got, you know, to be where I was seeing like a little shadow running across in my living room, you know, more often than I should have been. I should have been seeing it all.
Yeah.
But at that moment, that night, that's when I knew Harriet. I believed at that point, I knew what was going on.
Eddie had brought his laptop and showed us the clip that was taken that night in the cemetery.
That's the children, kids. But me and Joe walk into the back here, and they're just...
I'm in complete darkness, but I'm watching through the camera. No, I don't know how you're doing it, but...
You're just hoping for the best.
Right. Well, that's his territory. They out there all the time, pretty much.
Oh!
Harriet, who's Harriet?
No, no, no! 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 And why would it say that out here? Well, I don't know, man. Oh. With you. No. Harriet is a little dog.
I'll make your hair stand up on it.
Yeah, it did. So I left the Talladega National Forest and drove all the way back here to the museum. I rolled all the windows down in the car, and I said, okay, Harriet, if you're here, you got to stay here. You can't go back home with me. So I did that, and then I went home, and it seemed like everything was okay, and it was at that point. Everything, I didn't see anything else. There was no more. I did try to do some EVPs. I know you're not, like somebody said, you're not supposed to investigate your own home because that's your safe spot, you know, where you live and everything. But I did try to do some EVPs, and I didn't get anything.
You know, who knows, you might run into Harriet here, and you know, she might not follow you home like she did him, maybe not, hopefully not.
Depends on how much she likes you.
Yeah, but yeah, come out and check this place out, and come see Harriet. I heard she favors Pall Mall cigarettes, if I remember correctly. So.
Yeah, that's definitely, and you know, I don't know. You know, I couldn't hold her or touch her or nothing like that. Because we do have boundaries.
Oh, yeah.
I think I set that boundary pretty good. We had a little conversation, so it was short and sweet. You know, you stay here.
Trust me, we have a routine.
As we wrapped up interviews, we were ready to see what the night had in store for us at the Comer Museum. Can you mess with that device over there in that chair again?
Here in the corner, I made it all the way to the Chiefs corner.
Yeah.
And I was just talking, and all of a sudden, it was like, oh, it kind of felt like something was playing with your shirt.
I heard that all the way in here.
After shooting interviews, we decided to set up some equipment and try out the spirit box before nightfall. Alright, we're just kind of waiting for nightfall to get here to really kick things off. We've had a few things going on with the REM pod. I've got the EMF alarm clipped to Harriet over here. It has yet to go off, but we're hoping as nighttime gets here we can get something. Got the spirit box going. Just kind of give it a little sweep here, see if we get any voices. Sean's about to rock the K2 there. Are you downstairs? One good thing, there's not a lot of radio interference.
Yeah, that's good.
I think it said something.
Can you tell us your name? Can you tell us your name? At some point tonight, could you possibly move one of those for us?
Kind of feel like it said leave them. How many people are in this museum right now? Eight. That was a girl voice too.
There's 8 people here with us, 4 more besides me, Kevin, and Jonathan, and Judy.
While taking a minute to film a B-roll downstairs, Sean and I suddenly started to hear heavy footsteps and creaking floorboards directly above us. What was that?
Sure. Heard all kinds of stuff. I hear Jonathan talking, but I thought I heard another male voice for a minute.
Dude.
It's not them, is it?
Oh, they sound like they're over here. These sounds are coming from right here.
Stay right here. They're right. They're right there.
Over here?
Yeah.
Are they in the Indian room?
At the doorway to the Indian room. I'm not sure what is right above right here.
I'm not sure. Because right here, it says you are here. It's hard to pinpoint it.
I mean, it sounds like it's directly above us.
Yes.
But I don't know if... Because if you turn up the steps, you can see them right in the doorway somewhere. But shouldn't this be that main room where Harriet's sitting now?
We took a
Shouldn't this
quick
be the
ride in the
corner?
elevator to investigate. Once we made our way up, Judy and Jonathan informed us they had actually been inside the Native American room, not moving.
Okay, so maybe
it was y'all.
It must have been.
We haven't been moving.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We've been right here. Well, we've been right here for the last, 10 minutes or so.
In
In
that
there, we
section.
were in there, okay, yeah.
Because
So like it's in that corner?
slowly but surely the sun began to fall in Sylacauga, and we prepared to begin our investigation. Of course, we couldn't forget Harriet. Alrighty, we're getting ready to go dark here. As you can see, this silhouette of Jonathan here.
Yeah, he's not a ghost.
Okay, there's a silhouette of Sean.
Debunked. Oh, wait, debunked. Oh,
Debunked.
wait, there's a ghost in my shirt.
Oh.
Oh, there's one of mine. Hey, where's your shirt at, Kevin?
He's got ghost face.
Yeah, I got ghost face.
Good thing I brought backup.
True. Tonight, on Alabama's Most Haunted, we're going to be exploring the Comer Museum.
And we're going to be asking the questions. Why is Kevin not wearing his shirt?
Just for clarification, I am wearing a shirt, just not the shirt. We decided to leave Harriet in a room all by herself, hoping to get some kind of activity from the EMF alarm. I just want to let everybody know, we've got Harriet set up here. I've got our EMF alarm attached to her, so we're just going to leave that kind of sitting there for right now. As night comes along, let's say somebody comes up and messes with the doll, that alarm will start going off. We're going to leave that hooked up and see if anything messes with her. I decided to check out the Native American room alone, while Sean and Jonathan checked out the modern art area. It didn't take long before we began to catch orbs, and for our camera's batteries to start draining slowly but surely. Is there anybody in this museum with us right now? We've already heard some heavy footsteps, knocking sounds. We've got a couple of meters set up. There's one on Harriet the doll. We've got one downstairs. If you get close to those, they'll go off and let us know that you're here. Can you touch one of those?
Alright, so I got Sean here. Hey, Sean. Say hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Hey. So my phone has a function on it that's really cool, and I kind of want to use it for a ghost hunt.
What is it?
It has a feature in it where it records both the front cam and the back cam, and I can switch between which one I want as the main film, like whatever is being the main focus. So if I want me to be the main focus, I can press on me and it'll pop up me as the main thing. Pretty cool. Thought about doing that for a ghost hunt, having like a view of me getting scared, you know, walking around ghosting.
Sweet.
And then a front view. Oh, I just got an orb.
My battery just dropped like 2 bars.
My battery is down at 1 bar. I know it was Whoa, I just had a weird glitch on the screen.
Whoa. Just, whoa.
Are you getting weird stuff too?
Yeah, I just got a weird, I don't know if it was just you moving this way or not. Oh, it might have been you moving this way. Yeah, it was, I think.
Oh yeah, that shadow.
I did just get weird tingling on my left shoulder. Yeah, I just went from full battery to just...
While Jonathan caught what he described as a glitch on his screen, this odd flash happened as his batteries were dying. It was also randomly happening to my camera while I was alone in the Native American room. People have claimed to hear the sounds of an Indian chief in this room before. Can you make a sound for us? Let's see what they got going on in here.
feels weird over here.
Right there by that picture. Like,
This one?
I think I got something weird in my...
Come over here and tell me how you feel. It feels heavy over here.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm getting chill bumps too.
It just felt like cold water hit my arm almost.
There is leaking, I think she said, but I don't think there is.
I'm thinking here.
We would have heard it too.
I'm not wet, but it totally felt like cold, like. Yeah, that was
Oh,
cool,
yeah.
dude. I got a weird, like, tingly feeling on my shoulder over there.
Yeah.
His camera did some sort of weird thing on the screen, and then mine did the same thing when I was pointing this way. And I don't know, it almost looked like something went in front of this picture or something. Or like a shadow went across, I don't know. But so we started walking this way because Jonathan said it felt weird over here.
Yeah, it feels weird over here.
He's like, tell me how you feel. And I walked this way, dude, and it felt like something would like, it felt like cold water just went, like poked me, or like something really cold, like a metallic kind of cold, just went poop, and I was like, whoa. And I don't know what it was.
Is it over here in this corner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something on my camera looked like it was like.
Does it feel heavy in that corner? When you came in, it kind of felt a little light. Does it feel?
I might just be thinking about what you guys were saying, but it feels a little different here.
Yeah, it feels different in that corner. Like if you come out of that corner, it's walk out the corner.
Yeah, it's almost like something's just lingering right there.
Yeah.
Or something.
Like there's a little kid or something there.
Is there someone in this corner? Whoa, I just got tinglies again. Like under my left shoulder blade.
All I know is you've got the perfect Blair Witch set up on this camera here.
Michael!
Oh, you weren't kidding. It does feel weird in this corner. I don't know if it's just me thinking about it because you said it.
Is it too hot over there because it's 90 degrees?
It's pretty hot.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, hold on.
I don't think it is.
It should be.
Is there anybody in this
Yeah.
room with us?
Oh, it is? Okay.
Oh, another thing. My battery dropped 2 bars.
Yeah, this battery.
Like the second we came in here and I saw the shadow thing.
Yeah, this battery's at 1 bar.
Mm.
And this was charged because I pulled it off charge when it was.
Well, I had this one charging for a while, and it's already down to 2 bars. I'm gonna head down to the basement. We decided to split up in typical Scooby-Doo fashion, each one of us taking our own floor. Alright, there's a device on that chair right there. You've messed around with it a little bit. If you get close to it, it'll start beeping and lighting up and making noise. Can you mess with that device again? I'm not sure what's going on up there. I'm hearing what sounds like shuffling down here. Somebody's moving around. You don't have to be afraid of this device in this chair. There you go. Can you do that again? Okay, I'm hearing something behind me now. Are you back there? Just so everybody knows, that is somebody walking around upstairs. And those floors are very creaky. Are you back behind me? Once again, that device over there, it won't hurt you. It'll just light up and make sounds and let us know that you're here. Can you go and touch that device again? There you go, just like that. Can you make it beep 3 times in a row? Just boop, boop, boop. Still hearing stuff from back behind me. Alright, we interviewed a lady earlier, and she said when she was down here with a group, they saw a big black mass kind of run to this side of the room over here. Are you here with us tonight? Can you give me a sign? Can you do that again?
Oh, it's very dark back there. Goodness, it is dark back there. I don't like the dark. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Take a look at this shot. Man, just expecting somebody to be standing right there. Well, I just saw a flash of light up here. Hello? Just saw a flash out of the corner of my eye coming from this corner right here. Oh, I just saw a reflection of myself. Alright, is there anybody in here with me? My battery is now almost dead. That's great. See. Oh gosh, he scared me. Oh my goodness, that scared the crap out of me. I'm good. I'm good. Just getting scared. Pretty cool stuff. So, if you're in here, I wonder if this flashing light wouldn't cause anything to pop up on the screen. It'd be cool if it did. Because it's a strobe light effect, so it should be doing something. It sounds like somebody's walking up the steps right now. I know there's no one walking up the steps right now. Is there anyone in here with me? If you're in here, could you make a noise for me? above me. The orb just went by on the camera. Something moved back over there. I don't know. Is it you? Are you the one doing this? See what's going on in Jim Varney. Let's turn it on. See what we got right here. Jim Varney. Why did I say Jim Varney? I don't know. This is Jim Neighbor. Mr. Neighbor.
Alright. Okay, that was further down than I thought. So we came in here. I've got to watch that footage back, but it looked like something moved in front of this picture here. We also had really weird feelings going on. My left shoulder kind of got tingly. And then it almost felt like something either really cold or something wet. There went something. It almost felt like something either really cold or something, possibly an orb, maybe. Is there anybody in here with me? Jonathan just scared himself. The reflection. Maybe I'll go stand in the corner and film out. Kind of felt like, almost like somebody was in this corner earlier. It still feels a little strange actually right here. I don't know if that's just because I'm thinking about it. You good, Jonathan? I think I just saw something weird on the screen again. I'm not positive though because I was talking to Jonathan. What is happening on my screen? I really hope it's recording that because some sort of weird glitch or something is happening on the screen. My camera's gonna die. Before my camera dies, can you do something to let me know you're here? I just heard something in that corner almost. It could be Jonathan upstairs. If there's someone in this room with me, can you make a noise in this room, please?
Sean claimed to see a shadow move through the room. While he was catching this on the second floor, Jonathan was still upstairs, hearing whispers coming from the staircase. I was downstairs, still having some random spikes on the REM pod.
Really hope this is picking up on my camera because I'm not seeing it with my eyes, but I'm looking through my camera screen. And I keep seeing maybe like something move across. A shadow or something. I don't know, unless my eyes are just messing with me or something. I'm not seeing it if I look that way.
Who's here? Anyone here? their way? Hello? Kevin? Kevin, is that you?
While Jonathan was hearing voices in the staircase, I was downstairs trying to stir up some activity of my own. I heard there may be the spirit of somebody who likes to play jokes here with us tonight. You know what would be really funny? If you went up there right now and tugged at one of their shirts and ran away. It'd scare them and it'd be really funny. Yeah, just like that. You want to go up there and scare one of them? All you gotta do is run up to one of the other guys up there and just tug at their shirt real quick and then run away. Little did I know that while I was saying this, all you gotta do is run up to one of the other guys up there and just tug at their shirt real quick and then run away. Sean was experiencing this.
If you're not up here with me, but you're upstairs or downstairs with one of the other guys, can you touch them? Maybe do something to try to scare them? Make a loud noise? I don't know if it's just in my head or what, but it feels like something was playing with the back of my shirt. Sorry. Are you tugging on my shirt? Be funny. It'd be like playing a game with Kevin. Might scare him a little bit, which would be funny too. Can you make that REM pod go off down there? It's sitting in the chair.
I also had no idea that while Sean was asking this, I was experiencing this. Yeah. Sean began to try to communicate with Harriet. Almost immediately, his battery on his camera began to drain, finally dying completely.
Harriet, are you up here with me? I know your doll is over in the other room. Eddie, the guy we talked to earlier, said that you were able to follow him home. So does that mean you can leave from the doll at any time you want?
Right before Sean's camera died, the camera's audio picked up this odd sound. The closest thing I can get is what sounds like a voice saying, "Look, look." Oddly enough, the camera we had focused on Harriet also died at around the same time, despite the EMF alarm never going off. At least, not at that point. As well as the same voice caught on the camera's audio. We met back up on the main floor, sharing our experiences, including the REM pod, Sean's shirt, and also the shadow figure that Sean caught.
I made it all the way to the Chiefs corner.
Yeah.
And I was just talking, and all of a sudden, I was like, I kind of felt like something was playing with my shirt. So I froze, and I'm filming, and on my camera, all of a sudden, from the bottom, a little something flies up. And I realized, I think it was a ladybug, actually. But it flew off that way. I was like, okay, well, maybe it was just the ladybug was bumping into me. I turn the other way, and I'm filming towards the corner, and I'm talking, asking a bunch of questions and stuff, and all of a sudden, I feel it again, like something's messing with my shirt.
No way.
Yeah. And I said, if you're messing with my shirt, can you try to pull this out of my hand or something? It'll light up. But it would not touch. This thing's still been dead this whole time.
Because I was squatted down there filming the REM pod. It was beeping. And I said, well, it'd be really funny if you went up there, tugged one of those shirts, and ran away.
Dude.
Seriously.
Oh. you saying the runaway part made me think too. When I was walking that way, I don't remember if that was before or after though. It sounded like I heard a footstep go behind me, like it was leaving or
Yeah.
something. I also had, I don't know if the camera was picking it up or not, or if my eyes were messing with me, but I was looking through the screen,
Yeah.
and I was looking through this way at one point, and it looked like something passed in front of the picture over there.
Yeah.
Just like how it looked like something passed in front of the painting in there too. But I stood in that corner for the longest time and just filmed this way. But I'm gonna have to charge this thing because I got nothing. I got no way to film now.
Sean snagged another camera we had left charging, wanting to head down to the basement. It was down here where things started to get even stranger.
I did. Just felt something tug my arm.
What did that say?
Like I said, with that Confederate.
What's up? The Comer Museum hadn't disappointed so far. We had decided to switch floors, with Sean snagging a freshly charged camera, only for the following to take place.
So, whispering coming from here. It sounds like, I'm going to be honest with you, that whispering sounds like it's right there in the corner. When you hear it, it sounds like it's coming from that corner. I kept shining my camera down at it. Kept going, am I recording? No. Kept shining my camera down at it. Nothing. Like I said, with that Confederate.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Dude, I got numbness big time going on. I turned this corner, I was talking about what was just happening. Holy crap, my whole everything is going numb. I went to look through the camera, and I don't know for sure if that's what I saw or what, but I thought I saw another shadow on the camera again, and as soon as I did, like I lifted it up to point that way, it said goodbye, and it's gone.
No.
It said low battery, and it said goodbye.
No, that had a full battery, dude.
And then that thing went blip, and then y'all came down and it just went blip one more time.
Look.
I did say, are you seeing that?
What?
The light.
The light?
Yeah.
What's it doing?
I don't know if it's flickering.
Yeah, I don't know if
there's
it's my
something.
eyes or
Did
like,
you see that too?
like it almost like it was
looked like a
swaying.
shadow.
What's even stranger about this incident is that the file on the camera Sean was using during this ended up being completely corrupted. To the point that if I tried to play it on my editing program or even use it, the editing program would crash completely.
Step this way, tell me if y'all feel that. Y'all feel anything weird? Because I just got like, it might have just been the tinglies dissipating, but it just shot down my legs.
Feels a little heavy.
This is where the lady saw the shadow figure as well.
Yeah.
Is there anybody down here? There was a nice lady here earlier that told us a story about a shadow man. Was that you? Whoa.
What's up?
Oh, it feels weird.
I thought I heard a girl's voice. What was that?
I have no idea, dude.
Oh wait.
Oh, that's a motorcycle.
I thought I heard a girl's voice that way say something with an S. I don't know if it's my name or what.
Said you were feeling tingly?
Yeah.
Dude,
Dude, straight numb.
dude,
You got it?
It's in this hand. Like, just this hand. It was something that just, like, flashed in front of the camera.
Oh dude, something's touching my right arm. Something just went like, hang on, I got tingles all over again. On this arm, it felt like somebody just went like, If that's you trying to make contact with us, can you grab my hand? Can you grab me by the hand?
We decided to bust out the spirit box in the basement, due to it seeming to be the most active room in the museum.
This thing's gonna die again. It's got one battery now.
Again?
Yeah.
Something in that room, or it's something here to there.
Yeah, because, I mean, I'm in the same boat.
I mean, that thing keeps beeping.
I don't know why.
Stuff's going off with this doorway and that doorway. It's a portal.
I'm gonna get on this side, I guess, and just film towards this. Oh, yeah, that's really good. Look at that. I'm gonna do spirit box down here before our cameras die.
Yeah.
Just to see if we can get anything.
Are you down here with us? Which one? Oh, it sounded like it said right.
Did you tug on my right arm?
Jonathan, I did. Dude, that's where that thing said Jonathan, I did.
Yeah, I heard it too, but it said yes. Did you just tug on my jacket again?
Are you playing a joke on us?
Mr. Palmer, is that you? You trying to scare us?
I had no idea.
Can you tug on my jacket again?
I think so.
Can you tug on Sean first?
One thing too is you can tell this isn't us. Yep. Because we're all around this thing and it's not going off right now. How many people are in this museum right now? Are you upstairs or downstairs? The what?
It's trying to spin, maybe? I don't know. Unless my eyes are just being weird, but it keeps looking like it's trying to move. Or something. Like how you were saying, how it almost like it's flickered. Like, randomly I'll see it and it almost looks like it's trying to turn or something.
Then we could kick it back to old school Little Vine Cemetery. Those flower pots.
Oh yeah? Can you spin this lantern for us? Actually, if we ask you a question, could you maybe spin the lantern one way for yes and the other way for no? Maybe to the right for yes and to the left for no? Is that you?
Give it a little bit, baby. Was that you just outside the room here? If so, can you spin that lantern that's lit up right there? That way? Clockwise?
So I just pull my shirt again.
Where at?
The very bottom at the back. I just felt like it dropped or something.
I'm trying not to film your butt here. Can you grab Sean's shirt again?
It was almost like, kind of like somebody like just brushed by me, like either coming in or out of the room almost. But I significantly felt it just go like flop.
Are you fine with Sean?
We've been hearing random whispering and talking all night. Can you talk into this device right here?
Okay, hold up. Something just grabbed mine.
Grab your shirt.
Like right here.
Yeah.
I mean, it seriously felt like something, like a kid was trying to get my attention or something. I mean, it just whoop.
Is there any kids here with us? This thing's completely silent in this room.
Yeah.
Like not even radio interference going on. What? Do what?
This thing right here, the moment you got touched, went off.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So that passing by it was experiencing probably passed by and went this way. And then I kept hearing knocking, tinking noises coming from this thing.
Dude, this is cool. We got some cool stuff happening.
I'm gonna have to take this upstairs to charge.
Yeah.
After responses dwindled down on the spirit box, we decided to go outside for a few minutes. Judy joined us and told us some more history of the museum of Sylacauga itself, while we let our cameras charge. After our break, we walked back into the museum to hear the EMF alarm going off that was attached to Harriet. Unfortunately, the camera had died, and all the others were still on charge. Alright, just so...
the spirit box too?
I think it is right here. Alright, just so everybody knows, because I think my camera died before it even started. I've got some film on my phone. Jonathan's got some film of it. Sean's got some of it. We had the room pod downstairs, and you know, we get those little random beep, 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 but nothing too crazy, right?
Still doing it.
Okay, we're all up here right now, and I'm probably gonna fall face first down these stairs as I'm trying to get down.
Yeah, have them fall face down.
Yeah, let me fall face first on the live feed.
Alright, I am now up the recording. I'll go down first. That way you don't fall and hurt yourself. Are you down there with us? You're down there making noise.
What is that?
Dude, somebody's straight up in that room.
I heard that all the way in here.
I mean, that was like someone in here.
I heard that all the way in the stairway.
Alright, is it on me or how do I turn it? There it is. Okay, if I go live, it's just gonna be a dark screen though.
There you go.
There we go. Starting live. Alright, we are live.
We're live, you say. We're live tonight.
So, can you tell the people what's going on here?
Spookies. There's terrifying things going on here. Nah, but seriously, we were about to walk downstairs to check something out that we're about to show you here in just a minute because this is also insane. But while we're about to do that, me and Sean are sitting there talking, and it sounds like somebody was in this room shuffling something around. I'm not sure, like, to me it kind of sounded like somebody scooping up pages in a book or something like.
Yeah, I mean, it was clear as day, like someone was just in this room with us.
Yeah, I even heard it from the stairwell.
Yeah, Jonathan was halfway downstairs.
Heard something back here.
Were you just talking, Jonathan?
Yeah, I keep hearing stuff behind me.
I'm behind you.
No, I'm talking about.
I know. After hearing what sounded like someone scooping up pieces of paper in the Native American exhibit, we made our way downstairs to check out something strange going on with the room pod.
So we're about to show you guys something because I think it's still going off, but
Yeah, I think so too.
we've had a lot of experiences happening in the basement in particular, and I've set the REM pod down there in a chair, and
It's been down there for hours.
yeah, and it is going nuts, and it will not stop. I've reset it multiple times, and it just keeps happening. I don't know if it's like someone sitting in the chair or what, but we've had a lot of experiences going on. Me and Kevin both, and Jonathan as well, all of us getting our shirts tucked on. I felt something touching my hand, someone felt something touch his hand, my arms. It's like something trying to get our attention down there. And we started asking questions there earlier, and it was like someone came and sat in this chair. And as you'll hear as we're approaching, you guys hear that beeping sound. That's the room pod still going crazy.
Like I said, this thing's been down here for hours. We'll get random little, but it has never done this.
As we were coming downstairs, I would like to make note. Right when we got down towards the end right here, it made a weird boop noise, like somebody got up to lean and look, see who was coming.
So yeah, guys, for the past I don't know,
Like 30 minutes.
30 minutes or
Yeah.
so, this thing has just been going nuts.
Like we've had it sitting on this chair. Oh shoot! We've had it sitting on this chair, just about all day actually. Every now and then, just do do do, do 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 do.
I put it here way earlier, and it would just randomly, occasionally, we'd hear a couple of beeps. And then all of a sudden we were down here, and we had a lot of personal experiences happening all at the same time, a lot of noises. We even heard talking, we even saw shadows. And then out of nowhere, we were fixing to leave, and this thing just started going nuts. And every time I reset it, it just goes right back.
And for those of you who don't know, for this thing to beep, you've got to basically get right up on it.
Yeah.
Like if you get close,
See it?
it's reacting to me right there.
And you can't even make it flicker.
Oh,
like
what's that noise in here?
If you try to grab a hold of that and keep it there, it's going to be one continuous beep. And also after so long, it will make it reset itself. It won't just keep doing this.
This is the thing that Rumpelstiltskin used. Yeah, this is the spinny thing that Rumpelstiltskin uses.
Yeah.
I sure am.
Alright, so I'm going to reset it again and just see if it happens again. Also, I will say, every time we get close to this chair, my hand feels tingly. It also feels really cold right here, especially the actual REM pod feels cold to touch it.
So it feels heavy and silent in here at the same time.
See, it's resetting now.
Now it's just solid.
Dude, it's just solid.
Yep, there it goes again.
Yeah, it's very heavy but silent feeling in here. The weirdest thing. Feels empty too.
Like
Not
it
in
feels
here,
like
are you?
cold air right here, Cab. Do you feel this?
Yeah, feel it. Yeah, it's cold all the way around it. It's like somebody's sitting in this chair. I probably grabbed their butt, sorry.
Good job. Ghost butts.
Ghost butts.
Ghost butts.
Tonight on Alabama's Most Haunted, we look for the ghost butts.
I never believed in ghost buns until I came face to
Yeah, I don't
face
know. I'm
with
kind
one.
of worried. I hope they don't break my REM pod here because it's never done this and not consecutive.
We busted out the spirit box one last time to see if we could get any intelligent responses.
Minion. Mignon. Mignon? Mignon?
Can you tell me the name of the doll upstairs with the cigarette in her mouth?
Okay, there was a man from Sylacauga named Small. He was put like friend. Okay, we haven't heard about that.
Harriet?
I think I heard Harriet.
I think I heard Harriet too. If you guys don't know, I think we posted on the Facebook page, there was a dog here that I'm going to share. So a lot of people have had experiences on it. Pretty sure that was said Harriet.
I think it just said Harriet. I asked what the name was too.
Something just took my back again.
Are you a little kid? Are there any children here with us? Yes, and that was a kid's voice too.
Are you the one that's been tugging on our shirt?
Taylor, our episodes are all also on our YouTube channel. It's Eyewitness comment on YouTube. You can find us everywhere with that same name, Instagram,
Facebook.
YouTube,
Yeah, okay, Facebook.
TikTok. All of our episodes are up on YouTube.
I want to take this to the mourning dress.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
We decided to leave Harriet alone for a few minutes, making our way over to the mourning dresses, hoping to see if we can get some kind of a response from someone who may still be attached to one of them. When we first got here today, Sean came downstairs and he felt drawn to this location back here. And it turns out there's actually a mourning dress.
There's two.
Here. There's two mourning dresses?
There's two.
If you're wondering, Sean is filming.
I also was drawn in this corner too when I first came back down here.
That's right. I forgot about that.
But one of them has a cowl on them and the other one doesn't. This one right here is the one with the cowl. That one's not. Oh wait, no, this one isn't, and it's the cowl that I'm thinking of. There's just one, but there's two cowls.
Was this your mourning dress? Who were you mourning while you were wearing this? Who were you mourning while you were wearing this? After responses faded on the spirit box, we made our way back up to Harriet. Slowly but surely an idea began to pop into our heads. But I also know that in the past, she was down in the basement. And from what I heard, she didn't like being in the basement. I don't know if they caught that through the spirit box or what, but she was not a fan of being in the basement. So they moved her up here. So part of me wonders what happens if she goes back in the basement.
So we good.
Alright. We're gonna take Harriet downstairs. We've heard before that she used to be in the basement, didn't like being in the basement. So we're gonna see what happens when we put her in the basement.
You want me to carry her? How do I turn this off?
There's a slide button on the side.
Alright, Harriet. I know you don't really like this, but we're gonna take you downstairs with us. I feel like she's mad.
Let me get you a light.
Not gonna lie, there's a weird vibe happening right now. And it's kind of what are you doing, Bob? Like, why are you doing this? Oh, Harriet, please don't be mad at me for this, but we just want to see if you will communicate with us if we
Hold up. Do you smell cigarettes?
I can't tell, dude. I smell something.
Dude, it smells like cigarette.
My stupid shoulder's hurting again. The shoulder blade. Should I put her in the chair that seemed to be so popular?
Yeah.
You want to move this?
Dude, I am smelling cigarettes.
We could put it at her feet or something. Oh, I smell them now. I smell it strong now.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Smell cigarettes.
Do you smell cigarettes? Whoa! We placed Harriet in the chair where the REM pod had been going crazy for the past hour. The REM pod had mysteriously fallen silent. We started the spirit box back up once more.
Maybe ask you questions in the spirit box when we're down here.
That's fine.
We could even leave the spirit box down from too when we walk up. Well, no, might not catch it. I understand. I don't know. Do a spirit box session up there. And we'll go back up there. Leave her down here. I have a weird head going here. You good, John? I'm hurt, man. Into that?
Now, Harriet, we've heard that you don't like the basement.
Yeah.
We've got a few toys here. Down at your feet down there, there's a device.
Yeah, I got weird feet.
If you get anywhere near that, it'll start lighting up. There's also a device clipped to you. If you touch that, it'll start beeping. And I've left some Pall Mall cigarettes there for you. What's your favorite brand of cigarettes? What kind of cigarettes do you like?
Give me the cigarette now.
We've brought your favorite device back down here. The REM pod. It's the circle that can light up and make sounds if you touch it. It's on the chair again. It's Harriet. Harriet, if you're down here, can you communicate with us? Maybe say something or move something or possibly make that device go off?
Harriet, do you like being in the basement? Alright, that's Good. Can you make it blink once for yes, twice for no? Do you like being in the basement? Just waiting for her to slide right off that chair and fling herself into the hallway. Once again, Harriet, if you're with us, that device to your left with the red light on it. If you touch that device, it'll beep and light up and let us know that you're here. If you touch it once, we'll take that as yes. If you make it beep twice, we'll take that as no. Do you like Pall Mall cigarettes? Do you like being in the basement? After several minutes of silence from both the spirit box and the room pod, we decided to leave Harriet alone in the basement while we went upstairs to wait in the Native American room. While the REM pod never went off again, our camera's audio did catch several bumps and knocks in the basement with Harriet. We went back downstairs, feeling completely drained and knowing that we had a 2-hour drive back home ahead of us, running off of very little sleep and a couple of Red Bulls.
Man, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it feels very empty now.
Yeah. I mean, aside from those footsteps, I kind of feel like whatever's here is kind of done with us.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least done for
right now.
Yeah, for now.
If we were going to be here all night, it might kick back up again.
Probably around 1, 3 o'clock.
Hell, it drained every camera we had.
That means
Some of us, I believe.
that means that probably like around 2, 3 o'clock, there's going to be a full body apparition standing at the window. They're going to come in tomorrow night, all the doors open, everything rearranged.
I should tell it, but I definitely feel like it took a lot of energy to do what it's done so far.
Mm-hmm. And now that
Now
it's
like needs a recharge period.
either a recharge or it's tired showing us.
Yeah. It's like, hey, we've already done a lot of things you asked.
What more do you want?
Dang, ghost hunters.
It's never enough for you, is it?
You're never satisfied. Always demanding this, demanding that.
You guys want to start packing stuff up?
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright.
Alright, this is Alabama's Most Haunted, signing off.
Peace. Can't take me anywhere.
Oddly enough, once we decided to wrap up for the night, the camera that was focused on Harriet picked up a strange voice.
Now all the activities Harriet just starts spinning in the air.
Could this have been Harriet letting us know she was ready for us to get out?
Now all the activities that Harriet just starts spinning in the air.
The Comer Museum is truly a testament to the rich history of Sylacauga. From celebrities to the finest marble in Alabama, there is so much to take in at the museum, we couldn't possibly cram all the history into this one episode. We highly recommend planning a trip to the Comer Museum to see what treasures it holds. Just be wary of those dark shadows you may see out of the corner of your eye. Try not to get trapped on the elevator. And of course, be mindful of Harriet, the chain-smoking doll. Visit the Comer Museum to see why it is a part.
What's your favorite brand of cigarettes?
Of Alabama's most haunted.
It was the left hand. So
That was
debunk
freaking
that.
cool.
It wasn't a hand. I mean, it was a hand. It was Kevin's hand. But it wasn't a ghost hand. Oh. Hello, ladies. How are you guys doing? Oh, look at that stove. I'm going to have to set you guys down for a second. I'm going to fix my pants. I'm going to set you facing this way real fast. Oh. Fix my belt too. Goodness, pants. Quit losing weight. Some Merry Adventures of Robin Hood. Oh, that sounds like an old book. Gosh, is that the end of the line? It is. Okay, we're good. We're good. Everything's good. All right, we're back. Oh, there we go.
Some ominous.
They were never seen again.
Did you feel?
Yeah, I felt that.
Does that not sound like that knock we heard though?
It sounded just like it.
Like somebody was stepping onto the elevator. And here's where we spend the rest of our days.
Ghost butts. Ghost butts.
Ghost butts.